Okay, just to show you the power of this pyramid, you want to keep it upright so it's straight up. Look at that. See that? There's one there. Two down that way. See that? I can't zoom in with this camera. It doesn't zoom too well. There's another one. There's four over here. See that? Four. Look at that. So they're trying something new. And so I'm running out of battery on this thing. But there you got six. Six of them I see. Six of them in sight. They're trying the parallel thing. They're trying everything they can, and it's not working. And the reason why this is so powerful is I doubled it up. I put 4 1-ounce orgonites. You make a pyramid frame. It's really simple. Make a pyramid frame. You can get Giza dimensions. I'm just gonna keep this camera on here. You can get Giza dimensions if you like, or you make the frame so it's all you have to do is make the base 28 inches in this case, and then maybe 26.5 for the apex frame members. After you do that, you get 1-ounce portion cups, and you get some iron oxide. Let's see where those, oh, there they are. So there's the others over that way. You get iron oxide, you can get, and you want to get the powders. You want to get iron oxide powder. So the reason why you want to do that is the smaller the metal, the better it works. And that's why this works so well. I have 4 1-ounce portion cups. You can get 2-ounce portion cups and just put 2 on each corner. You want to use 1 part resin to 1 part metal powder. Iron oxide you can get 5 pounds for like 20 bucks or so, and maybe free shipping, I'm not sure, but you have to check around. Check eBay and also Amazon.com. Check everywhere. So let's see. And the interesting thing is, once I start talking about it, they stop sending jets up. So otherwise we'd be having probably 5 jets at a time. So let's see if I can zoom in on that. It's really fuzzy, I've noticed, when I tried to zoom in on there. So, you know, for some reason this camera doesn't want to zoom. It's supposed to be a good camera, it's a Canon. So that's all you do, 1 part resin mixture, and mix up the resin really good first, and then put 1 part iron oxide powder, and then just tie it to your pyramid frame. I use, you know, you can get these cloths for cheap. Let's find a cheap store around to get cheap stuff, you know. And it also helps to put water on it. I only rode 16 miles today, and then I tooled around, got my water here. So that's that. I'm gonna keep the picture on here. So the previous video to this, there was a monarch butterfly dead underneath my wheelchair, and I had Guillain-Barré syndrome, and I kept the wheelchair, and I use it to haul my deep cycle battery. I just have 1 deep cycle battery, and I take it to wherever I can find an outlet and charge it with my charger. So this monarch butterfly was underneath the wheelchair. That's some kind of a communication I have to think about. But it's actually spurred me on to I'm going to publish these videos. I got about 20 videos. I haven't even published them. So I'm going to publish these first two right now. And the first one shows the monarch butterfly under there. And then this one. And the reason why I have to keep the camera focused on the target is because the thumbnails, I call them dark magicians. The dark magicians prevent me from putting in my own picture. So I have to use a picture that they say you can use one of these three. So I use one of those three, and that's why I keep the camera rolling. So and annotations, they block the annotations too. That was previously. I don't know how it is now. I haven't even tried. So that's not a, everybody, a lot of people say, well, that's a contrail. You don't see 6 contrails like that, and they don't go that fast either. It has to be 30,000 feet high. And you get a physicist who knows calculations, who knows mathematics and angles, and he'll tell you that those airplanes, if that's 30,000 feet high where a contrail, condensation trail is made, has to be 30,000 feet high, that those planes are going 5,000 or 6,000 miles an hour. We don't have planes that do that, folks, so they're lying. And don't buy the con job. It's a con job trail. If you're buying that's a contrail, that's a con job trail. You're being conned. So, and see that? Now let's look around. See? They do this all the time. I start filming, they stop spraying. Look at that. No jets. Oh, there's one over there. Look at that. So maybe this is the start of a new batch right here. A new batch of jets. So there's another one. It's still kind of hazy. This is Flagstaff, and still kind of hazy. I'm not sure if I don't feel that bad, so I'm not sure if it's a chemtrail haze. It's probably being dissolved, or I've seen chemtrails turn into clouds with this pyramid. And like I said, I've doubled it up. I had 2 ounces on each corner. And the other thing is too, I changed these out. You want to make about 62 ounce ones. 62 ounce orgonites is a good idea, because that way you'd have 10 in this. You know, if you have 4 ounces on each corner, and 5 corners, that's 10 ounces. So that means you'd have 6 different switch outs. So you could cleanse, you could keep it under a pyramid at home, or in my case, what I do is Back to a Future for Mankind. There's I don't know the author's name, there's a couple authors. And I think the book is called Back to a Future for Mankind, and they study power geometry, and they have a energizing plate. So look for the energizing plate, and you can look online, but they have a website, an energizing plate, and I just made a couple of those myself. They don't make them that big. They have small ones for energizing little pills and stuff like that. Like if you want to energize your medication. I don't use medication. So, so you see that? They see I'm filming still. And I'm almost out of battery. But I'm filming still, and this is the only chemtrail that's out there. There's a jet up there. And that's probably a chemtrail jet, but they told him don't spray, don't spray. He's got his camera rolling. I've actually had the camera pointed at jets coming right at me, and they veer off to the side. Instead of coming straight overhead, I say, hey, look, There's one, and he starts a new direction just as I'm talking. So they're monitoring me. But I'll tell you, you do this for Mother Earth, you're going to have the whole galactic citizenry behind you. You've got protection. You just have to ask for it. I'm serious about that. Ask for shielding and discernment. It has to be asked by each individual. So I'm going to cut off now. That's it, see? See that? No planes. Maybe I should just keep the camera rolling and that'll keep them from spraying. That's a good idea. Well, all right.